Two cleaners who think they've seen it all.
Dear me. Oh, boy.
Believe they can transform the most shockingly filthy homes.
You'd be surprised how many people live like this.
By moving in and not leaving until the rooms are spotless.
It's a big job, this, you know.
What's that?
This is either a mouse or a bird.
With more than 50% of the nation saying they don't have time for household chores.
When was the last time you cleaned the room?
Probably about 10 years ago.
Here we go.
Wow. Whoa, look at all this.
Over a decade out of date.
There's a cleaning crisis.
Grease, dog hairs. Tasty. Little concerned, the dreaded F word, fleas.
I do need to change, don't I?
At Britain's grubbiest, grimiest, most out-of-control properties, Richard and Brennan are moving in to teach the homeowners how it should be done.
If I was to have a clean slate, who am I going to be then after that?
With years of cleaning experience, nothing can shock these two.
This is really dangerous stuff.
Or so they thought.
Things just got 10 times worse, mate. This is the worst room we've ever done.
I live in elephant beds. I'm sorry.
By cleaning away years of grime, homes come alive again.
No! Oh, my gosh.
Absolutely changed my life.
This time, a filthy first-floor flat jam-packed with junk.
Oh, okie-dokie.
Unsanitary surfaces,
Wow. I think you need more than a wipe down.
disordered mess and out-of-date food.
Whoa, look at all this.
And a homeowner clinging onto the past in need of some serious lifestyle changes.
All of this is just from this little corner.
If I was to have a clean slate, who am I going to be then after that?
In Headingley, West Yorkshire, this modern development is home to 54-year-old recently unemployed library assistant Bindy. She moved here 2 years ago to be closer to her son Jeevan, but has found it impossible to settle.
I live in a 2-bedroom flat. I like the location, but it's not really like when I come in through the door, oh yeah, I'm home. I don't have that feeling. It's where I live.
Bindy has been married 3 times. The death of her second husband of 15 years continues to haunt her, and she is still coming to terms with the breakdown of her 3rd marriage 2 years ago. Now a divorcee and a widow, she is surrounded by the remnants and reminders of her former relationships, which are just gathering dust.
Bereavement's partly why I've held on to a lot of my things and I haven't really sort of let them go because they remind me of times and memories, and losing a spouse and relationships ending, it's affected my pattern of keeping stuff. Having loss like that changes your coping strategies.
Having left her job in a library over a year ago due to ill health, made worse by a fall, Bindy is now stuck in her flat, surrounded by the souvenirs from her past that she just can't let go of. As a result, cleaning her home has become a massive challenge. Now Bindy's realised she needs a cleaning intervention and is ready to turn her life around.
This last year was a really difficult year for me, and I'm ready for someone to help me to make the change. I'm not saying I'm wiping my past out, but I don't want to be having that baggage. Yeah, I'm ready for that now.
On their way to help Bindy get her home and her life back on track are 2 of the toughest cleaners in the business. Brennan loves to tackle junk and grime head on.
I'm not fazed by filth. The filthier the house, the better.
And Richard brings a considered, thoughtful approach to even the most cluttered and chaotic of homes.
I've got millions of cleaning tips and tricks. That's why I get the most filthy houses cleaner than anybody else. Time to shine. So here we are, we're in Leeds.
On our way to Bindy,
Yeah.
who lives in a 2-bed flat, so not that bad.
Could be done by lunch.
Yeah, right.
We're on it, the dream team.
Here to save the day.
From the outside, Bindy's apartment block looks tidy and respectable. But inside, the horrors await.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. We can't see much from here, though, can we? That's the problem. Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
So you're giving us a call to
Yes.
come and have a look,
Yes, please.
see what the issues are, yeah?
Yes.
So is it OK if Brennan and I go and have a look?
Yeah, sure, yeah, no worries, yeah,
Cool.
problem. Come this way. It's upstairs and then to the right.
Brilliant, thank you.
The first room of their voyage into the unknown is Bindy's bedroom. It's far from calming and far from clean.
Ooh. Okie dokie.
Of course there's boxes.
Yeah. More boxes around here as well.
No.
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Boxes. First impression of the bedroom? Very claustrophobic. Feels like the walls are caving in on you. Too much stuff for such a small room. More clutter. More clutter. A bit more organised. More clutter.
OK. The chair plonked here in front of the TV. Is this a relaxing area by any chance? You know, looking at the area in the bedroom, near the TV, near the window, there's definitely an attempt to try and make that space into a relaxing area. But at the moment, it's nowhere near that.
Shocked by the sheer amount of stuff in Bindy's bedroom, Richard and Brennan venture into her grimy bathroom, a space that should be pristine and relaxing.
Here we go.
But in this case, it's anything but.
In the bathroom, there's mould on the ceiling, mould in the sink, mould on the shower curtain. No window to let air in. Just needs a real good clean.
Next up is Bindy's grubby, muddled-up living room.
OK. Some boxes here. Walking into the living room, it's quite a small, tight room. There are lots of empty boxes that are stored up against the walls. So it's a little bit odd, this room.
There's a box under the sofa.
Yeah?
So, have a look at this.
Oh, flat pack.
Why is that under the sofa?
Because it's not been made.
Why under the sofa? It's not going
It's
to
a
get made
very
under
good
there.
question. It's a very good question.
Living room is full of stuff. Lots of boxes, empty, scattered around. It's very disorganised. With the amount of stuff, you don't know what's hidden underneath.
Everywhere they look, the boys are finding unused boxes stuffed in every corner of the room.
Brennan,
What?
what do you think's going on here then? Boxes.
I think there's a lot of boxes.
But why?
I don't know.
This boxing mystery is leaving them rather baffled.
Bindy's either moving out or still moving in. So it needs to be completely decluttered, definitely organised.
And finally, Bindy's kitchen, which to the untrained eye might look a little scruffy, but to Richard and Brennan, it's a potential health hazard.
It's tight, isn't it? It's really quite small. And there's quite a lot of stuff going on, isn't there? There's sort of open food packets and produce in one corner. All the cupboards are full. The kitchen looks clean, but it's not very organised at this point.
Some out-of-date biscuits.
There's food out of date. I mean, I'm just guessing that's already reduced. Yeah. A week or so out of date.
When I walked in the kitchen, it didn't look too bad, but at a closer look, there's definitely some problems.
There are some alarm bells. So we've got stuff that's out of date, biscuits out of date. So it looks clean, but how clean is it?
Yeah.
For me, the devil's in the detail, and I need to establish how dirty this is by the numbers, which is using my swab test kit to find out exactly what's going on.
Out-of-date food could make Bindy seriously ill, and with signs of neglect present on every surface, Richard wants to establish just how bad the kitchen really is with his trusty swab test.
The devil now is in the detail. Anything over 60 is a fail. Wow. 15,117.
With no time to waste, it's time to suit up.
Right, come on, let's go and box this off.
And the arrival of the skip signals the start of this filthy flat's transformation from unclean to pristine. As Richard begins to assess the sorry state of the kitchen...
Wow, look at how much gravy there is. I mean, it's not all gravy because some of this is out of date.
Brennan goes headfirst into the worst room in the flat, Bindy's disastrous bedroom, with boxes piled high and covered in dust. As he rummages through, he begins to realise just how big a job this really is.
A bag of scarves, a box of scarves, and a bag for bags.
My bedroom's got so much stuff in there, it's really cluttered. I don't feel like I can relax or move around like I would like to move around. It's not the place that I'd like it to be.
Despite living here for 2 years, it looks as though Bindy has never properly unpacked.
That's the smallest area clear. It's got so much stuff, but I can't even see the bed anymore. This bedroom is definitely going to be the hardest room to tackle in the house. The amount of stuff takes a lot of time.
It seems there's more than just things that remind her of her past.
Whoa, look at all this. It's cereal heaven here. I found 13 boxes of cereal. A couple of those were significantly out of date. I think it's important that we establish what we can keep and what we can get rid of, and then try to reorganise that home so it's easier for Bindy to live in there and keep it clean and tidy. Bindy, you all right? Can you come in for a sec?
Keeping multiples of the same product is leaving Bindy's kitchen cluttered, disorganised and dirty. But Richard has a plan.
I thought my starting point would be, let's get everything out that you've got multiples of,
yes,
and let's just see where you are.
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
You've got a lot.
I've got lots, I know.
I need your help.
Oh, the kitchen's just not a place that I like going into. There's too much stuff in there. It's greasy, it's dirty, it needs a good clean.
I think it's really important that we focus on the stuff that you don't want. Anything that's not out of date, then, you know, we can give that to charity,
yes,
or to a food bank,
yes,
and somebody else can benefit from
yeah,
it.
That's a good idea, yeah.
So if you let me crack on,
okay,
when I need you, I'll give you a shout, and
yeah,
if you can come in, just help me with that yes and no stuff,
yeah,
and
sure,
we can work from there.
Yeah,
see you
all
in a
right,
bit.
thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Richard is reducing anything Bindy has more than one of as a quicker way of deciding what to keep and what to throw. And as daylight starts to fade on the first day, in the bedroom, Brennan wants to show widow Bindy just how out of control her sentimental attachment to things has become.
So as you can see, lots of boxes, empty bin bags, bags with bags inside.
Well, I know why I was keeping the bubble wrap. That was because I kind of thought I might need it or whatever. So I have this mentality of, oh, well, just keep that in case you're going to move again. And that's probably why I'm keeping up empty boxes and boxes.
All of this is just from this little corner.
Wow.
That's without the rest of the room.
I know. Yeah, that's a lot. In the bedroom, there's old stuff that I've had for a long time, and history and memories, which kind of might be a little bit challenging for me, but I'm trying to keep an open mind on that. This is what I've kind of had over the last 5 to 10 years, so if I was to have a clean slate, who am I going to be then after that? But which is something that I kind of do want, but it's like, am I ready to let it go?
Well, I do understand. You know, we all lock onto items and have a memory from it. Bindy has a lot of sentimental items in the bedroom. It takes a lot to get rid of stuff that means something, but when they're rammed in a corner, a memory is not really a memory, is it?
Because I've had to deal with loss and I've had to get rid of stuff, and I didn't want to keep it, obviously. I'm keeping all this stuff because it gives me security, but deep down it's not really security, it's just, it's false security in a way. Oh, I don't know, it's, yeah.
Bindy's gone through quite a lot, you can see that, which is why she's kept all of them items. She doesn't want to go through it, she doesn't want to remember everything. That's quite hard, we all do it, but we need to overcome that.
I want to remember the good things of that time and that marriage and the happier memories.
I think it's time to change it now, isn't
Yes.
it? We get rid of it, we clear it, we make everything have an actual home.
Yeah.
Taking a deep breath, Bindy dives into her collection of memories and takes the first baby steps towards a cleaner, healthier future.
I know there's going to be some difficult decisions to make. I'm starting with the easy stuff because I know anything with a date that's past a date, I don't really need it. Programmes for ballets that I've seen, I don't know, they can go.
Suffering a broken wrist after a fall 2 years ago is one memory that Bindy would like to lose altogether.
Oh yeah, this is from my fall. I really don't want to see that anymore. This is definitely going. Don't need these memories anymore.
Night has fallen in Leeds, but work continues. Richard needs Bindy's help to work through the multiples of food products that have been crammed into every conceivable space in the kitchen. And he's got a simple method to help her work through it.
Okay. Right, so I've set all this up for you. So basically what I've got here is just all the cans that I've taken from your cupboard. We talked about multiples of the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And obviously we talked about things going to, say, back to the food bank or charity. This is a box that you can start to, if you feel you don't need something, you can pop it into there.
Okay.
I'm going to work over here in the kitchen. You make a start.
Great. Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. It does feel more manageable to do it in this kind of way rather than thinking, oh, I'm going to sort through my cupboards and get rid of stuff. This is more manageable for me. I've not been paying attention to things of dates and how long have I had something. I've kind of just kept it. It's just the fact that it could go to somebody else that actually needs it and is going to use it. And why do I need all this stuff?
How are we getting on?
I'm doing good. This is now going to go to somebody else.
This level of food waste is not uncommon. An average UK household wastes the equivalent of 8 meals a week from overbuying and expired food. But that's all about to change for Bindy.
Okay.
There we go. So we're starting to get a few bits.
Yep.
So it's quite a bit of food that's out of date. Do you think it'd be as much as that?
No, I didn't realise that I had that much stuff, out-of-date stuff, yeah, which is obviously taking up space that I actually need for other things.
So, you know, it's a start.
Yes.
We move on, we keep on going.
Okay.
Work has come to an end on the first day. And although Bindy's journey towards clearing her flat of unwanted memories has just begun, it's time for tea. With the kitchen still in no fit state to cook in, it's takeaway pizza all round.
I think progress today has been a little bit slow, but that's natural. We need to establish where we are. So I've got loads to do.
So how have you found today?
Surprised about how much stuff I've actually got, so it's a reality check, yeah.
It's a step that was needed, though. You need to obviously realise what the issues are to move forward.
Yeah.
Mood over dinner was good. Bindy's definitely up for the challenge. Proof is in the pudding, though. See how many bags get put in that skip tomorrow.
I think you know where you want to get to. You know, what happens now is part of the process. I think rest and be ready for tomorrow because, you know, it's the next phase and each day has its own challenges, but ultimately it gets to you to where you probably want to be.
Changed and ready for bed, it's time for Richard and Brennan to hit the sack. In the only space they have, Bindy's living room.
So, yep, I've got loads to do. Will I even get into this living room tomorrow? I bet I had to, otherwise it's going to be really tough on the last day.
Yeah, I've still got all of the stuff to go through in the bedroom still.
Brennan, you're closest to the switch, my friend.
I'm always close to the
I
switch.
often feel like your legs stop working after 9.
Your jaw doesn't.
Don't forget there's 2 lights.
You just lay there.
It's morning on day 2 of Richard and Brennan's mission to fix up Bindy's filthy flat.
Morning.
Morning.
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Did you sleep all right?
As best as possible on them beds. Main tasks are to finish off the bedroom today, get it decluttered and cleaned, and then get into that bathroom and deal with the mould and dust issues.
Hopefully make a start in the living room today. What about you?
Finish in the bedroom. The emotional bedroom.
It's a big room, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Middle day today. Ultimately, I need to get into that living room today. I haven't even touched it, so it needs a declutter, a reconfiguration, and also a clean. So I've got my work cut out.
Since Bindy moved into her flat, she's not been able to face working through the boxes of possessions that hold memories for her. Slow progress was made yesterday, but that needs to change.
Busy day today. Obviously, we've still got a lot to do in each room.
It's nice to know that stuff is going to be happening now, you know, that I've started and that I'm going to be letting a lot of stuff go. So I am actually looking forward to that.
I know it's going to be an emotional task for you, but we can get through it.
Yep.
Just keep talking to me.
OK.
And we can overcome it.
The boys, they understand that it can get difficult in times. It gives me comfort that they're not going to pressure me to do things that I might not be ready to do. So glad you guys are here.
You want us out tomorrow, trust me.
Work begins, and Richard is straight into the greasy, grimy kitchen. Yesterday, this hob was riddled with potentially hazardous bacteria.
Wow. 15,117.
25 times the safe amount. Now Richard wants to show Bindy an easy way to sanitise her surfaces.
I've put my thinking cap on and I've come up with a cleaning tip that I think solves the problem of the bacteria level. So what I've done is I'm using this handheld dish scourer and I've filled it with half white wine vinegar and water, okay? And basically, all you do is you just sort of use it to scrub the area.
All right,
okay?
yeah, great.
So really quite simple. This vinegar it's acidic, so it's going to be breaking down the bacteria.
As well as drowning in the remnants of her relationships, Bindy also struggles with cleaning due to a broken wrist she suffered 2 years ago. Richard's tip is designed to make busting bacteria much easier.
Oh yeah, that's good, yeah, because before I was using, and I was going around like that, which obviously isn't not really that great for my hand. So I should be good with this.
But to prove his tip has been effective, Richard turns to science.
It seems to be working quite well for you. It looks quite clean.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So I've brought my swab test. I'm going to do the same area, and let's just have a look. Getting a tip covered in the area if there's any bacteria. Quite happy that I've got enough there. So anything over 60 relative light units is a fail. Yeah. And you've come down to 7.
7, wow, that's really good, yeah.
So the green bar, a tick and a pass. So I've done a really good tip on the cooker. Yesterday, the reading was 15,117. After I've used my tip, it's come in at 7. So I'm absolutely delighted with that result.
Cooker now sparkly clean, Richard can focus on getting the rest of the kitchen up to scratch. Meanwhile, Brennan has a mould-busting tip of his own.
Right, I just want to quickly address this.
Oh, yes.
We've got a lot of mould in here.
Yeah, there's too much condensation in here.
Yeah. So I've got an easy solution. Stop you rubbing it for hours, and it's not going to be harmful for your skin. So it's just a bit of sugar soap.
Oh, OK, yeah.
We're just going to spray it on. It's just a non-chemical based product that's just going to clean all the paintwork and get rid of the mould.
And here's what Brennan does to get rid of the mould that's hard to reach.
Just a little bottle brush.
Oh, right, good idea.
Yeah, so it's easy to reach with a nice long handle, and just easy. The hard bristles are brilliant. Just get inside it and give it a good scrub. A pretty simple solution to clean that extractor fan. Just a simple bottle brush, getting that dirt and dust off.
With the mould removed, Brennan can give the bathroom a much-needed clean, while Bindy finishes packing up all the excess food that was crammed into every corner of her kitchen.
You are looking very busy here. Are you all right?
I'm almost done, yeah. That's all going to the food bank. It's still within date.
Amazing, well done. That's good.
This is all to be thrown out. It's out of date, and that's more rubbish, out of date stuff.
So this is out of date. Tip stuff.
Tip stuff, yeah.
And this is
And
for
that's to go to the food bank. Yeah.
I tell you what, you've done really well. Excellent effort. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down to the skip and I'll let you crack on.
All right, great, thank you.
Bindy's been able to work through all the food that she had. We've got a lot going to a food bank and some of it's gone out of date, so it's going to go into the skip. So we've made some extra room and now I can start my reconfiguration in there.
Hour by hour, Bindy is showing more and more determination to take hold of her own destiny. With the bit between her teeth, she's finally working through all the possessions she's kept boxed up for years.
Don't need that.
Bindy's been in her bedroom sorting through her stuff. Oh, this is looking good. There's no pressure on to get rid of stuff she doesn't want to. It's just about getting it organised, clear and stored away correctly.
In order for Brennan to progress with the bedroom, he needs Bindy's help to decide what can go.
OK, so what about some of these larger items like these? Are these covered up?
They're my summer clothes, and usually I'll put some of my summer clothes away, but there might be some on there that I can throw away.
And the chair?
My chair, I'd like to keep that chair.
And those two white chairs, are we keeping them?
Well, one of the white ones goes with the desk, but the second one, I think I was just using it as a coffee table, as you see.
So what do you want this room to be?
I really just like this to just be a bedroom.
Now that Brennan knows what he can remove from the bedroom, it's time to push on.
Starting to see an actual bedroom now, instead of a little maze.
It's early afternoon. Laden with all the excess food from the kitchen, Bindy is taking Richard to a place she's visited before.
You looking forward to going to the food bank?
Oh, yes, I am, yeah, doing my part for charity.
Having been unemployed for over a year, Bindy has had to rely on food banks before.
So I'm going to pop that in there if that's OK.
There's only so much food that I can eat, so we had loads of rice, we had loads of pasta, loads of tinned fish. It's gone out of my cupboard, it's gone to the charity, and somebody else is going to appreciate that really needs it.
What a fantastic charity this is, so thank you.
I've actually used it earlier in the year, so it helped me, so that's why I kind of want to help out as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
With approximately 1.9 million people using food banks in the United Kingdom, Bindy's donation will not be wasted. Now that all the excess food has been given away, it's time to start removing the random junk from the congested living room.
So I just need to start to clear out this room a little bit.
And in amongst the mess, Richard comes across something Bindy has put some care and attention into.
This is a little bit of a shrine. It's a spiritual section, not been used properly. So I'm just going to pop this over here, keep it safe. It's obviously important to Bindy.
Finally, Bindy's unused boxes will be banished to the skip.
Plans for the living room are that I would really like to declutter. I've been able to remove some big items of furniture or equipment that's really released some space. Brilliant.
Now Richard can get stuck into all of that muck and dust.
Cool, that's hoovered and cleaned. Now I can move this.
The grimy living room is slowly turning into a more inviting space. And with the neglected bedroom following suit, Brennan wants to help Bindy overcome one last obstacle.
So obviously we've been avoiding the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Do you want to grab the box?
Bindy's memory box consists of a combination of letters and postcards from her third and most recent marriage, which ended 2 years ago.
What is this box?
Letters and cards from my husband. I've just sort of collected them.
I feel that the box is kind of just shoved away.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can keep memories, but I think the main thing is not to stuff them in a corner and
Yeah,
avoid.
not to be scared of it, you know, the purple box.
It is literally a deep, dark shadow in a corner.
Which is not supposed to be that kind of a place with that energy, yeah.
What are you going to do with this box then?
Sort through it again, separate the cards from the letters.
And embrace the memory?
And embrace the memory, yeah. Actually, it's not that bad now that I've actually opened it up and looking at it. It's, it's not scary. It's just a thing, it's an item. It's the emotion that I'm attaching to it that's making it scary. I just kind of thought it was going to bring up emotions and feelings that I thought I wasn't ready to kind of deal with. But actually, it wasn't as bad as that. And yeah, finally getting down and sitting there and just looking through it, just kind of tackle that situation and that fear of mine. So yeah, it's quite liberating now that I've actually done it.
Having confronted hidden memories from her third marriage, Bindy has definitely turned a corner today. Plans are in place to declutter her bedroom and living room. The kitchen is clear. And as a reward, Richard has rustled up a much-needed home-cooked meal.
We've had a really good day, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I've worked hard today as well.
A massive transformation from 24 hours ago.
Yes.
Managing to go through it with a smile on your face.
It was not as hard as I thought it was going to be, yeah.
Bindy's in high spirits. I think going through the box really helped, and she's really happy, cheerful. So that's a massive positive. Tomorrow's a big day for her, a new beginning, so it's nice to see.
And tomorrow's a big day for a lot of reasons. It'll be the first time Bindy's son Jeevan would have seen her home cleared and cleaned since she moved in 2 years ago.
So your son's coming round tomorrow?
Yeah, it'd be nice to have him here and in a different environment and, well, a different kind of energy, yeah.
You know, tonight I've been able to cook in the kitchen, I cooked some spaghetti bolognese. What a difference 24 hours makes. Yesterday I couldn't cook in there, and today I can. You all right, Brennan? You've not had a touch yours?
It's like the Leaning Tower of pasta.
It's the end of day 2, and the boys are tired but happy with their progress.
Yeah, it's been a good day.
Yeah. Bindy seems to be doing, you know, really well. She's just really opened up to us, which is great.
Bedtime?
Absolutely. Let's get the lights off. Let's have a good night's sleep, mate. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's morning on the 3rd and final day for Richard and Brennan.
Big day.
So it's a big day.
Yeah. We need to get up. We need to get ready.
Yeah, let's just get on.
Assuming all goes well, Bindy's son Jeevan will be coming round for a brew later. And as a thanks for all the hard work done so far, Bindy has prepared a healthy breakfast for the boys.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wow, look at this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
For
much.
the healthy option today.
Oh, that's nice and fresh. Today I've got a really busy day. I've got some reconfiguration I need to complete. I've got to declutter, and I've got to do cleaning as well. And finishing touches. How have you found the last couple of days? Good?
Yeah, really been enjoying it so far.
You've done amazing well, yeah.
Thank you.
Really have addressed some big issues, and, you know, you've really come forward from that. Yesterday was a big turning point for Bindy. Hopefully she's realised she doesn't need to hold on to these things. So it's a big day and a big start to a new journey.
Final day today. I mean, it's when all of our hard work comes together.
You get to see the end result from that.
I'm really excited for my son to come over later. I'm wanting to kind of see what me and the guys have achieved over these last few days.
Tummy's full, it's time for the final push. Richard and Brennan get to work, while Bindy heads out to give the cleaners the time and space to finish the job. Richard is reformatting the topsy-turvy living room, while Brennan is tackling one of the biggest issues in the flat. Bindy's clothes were scattered all around her room because one vital component of any bedroom was lying hidden away and unbuilt.
The only way we're getting this room done is by getting this wardrobe set up.
The new wardrobe will provide much-needed storage for Bindy, creating extra space and bringing order to her bedroom.
Finally, it's finished. Gone has Bindy's awkward, horrible rail from the middle of her room. I've built her up a perfect wardrobe for all of her clothes.
So just a little bit of damp dusting. It's all gone and it's nice and shiny.
Bindy's home is fully cleared of the clutter, junk and boxed-up possessions that have blighted the last 2 years. Now Richard and Brennan can finally get the place thoroughly cleaned.
You can eat your dinner up there.
I know I've done amazing on the rooms that I've had. I just hope Richard's done just the same. Right, let's pop this back up. Sorted.
I know her son is coming later on, so hope he really likes the house. I really want him to like what we've done. I'm absolutely delighted, and I think I've really covered my bases, and it really is a little bit of Bindy, and I hope she loves it, because I really do. There we go, the last touches. My splatter gold plate is here. Room is done. Get in.
It's time for Richard and Brennan to down tools, as Bindy is back to see if her once downtrodden flat has been transformed into a home. 3 days ago, The living room was ramshackle, run down, and totally uninviting. The layout was confused, and every corner was crammed with junk and packaging collecting dirt. Now the living room is what it should be, warm and welcoming. The detritus is gone, and a total reconfiguration makes it a perfect space for Bindy to socialise in.
Oh, it's lovely. Wow. Oh, you did such a great job. This room was just packed with stuff and things around the walls. I don't know what to look at first. Got my chair, my little corner to sit in.
Parts of Bindy's past now take pride of place, setting her up for a brighter future.
My little altar of the things that I want to kind of remember and a little positive space and my photos. It's so nice.
3 days ago, the bathroom was covered in mould. It was dirty, unhygienic, and grime had overtaken every corner. Now the bathroom is a tranquil space that Bindy can relax and unwind in. The stained shower curtain has been replaced, the mould has been removed, and the bathroom has been reborn.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. Look at that, lovely and clear, and oh, my nice bath. Nice clean shower curtain, nice brand new white, and everything's nice and clean, no dust, no mould. This is definitely going to be my sensual place now that I shall come to relax, and it's not going to be de-stressing time, it's just going to be pamper time now.
Bindy's bedroom was dark, dingy, and full of bin bags and piles of random items she couldn't let go of. There was barely room to move, and it was no space to relax in. Now the bedroom has a totally new energy. The hidden memory box that filled Bindy with dread is now on show for whenever Bindy wants to revisit it. All the chaotic piles of mess are gone, and in place is a calming, peaceful space that Bindy can reflect and recharge in.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. I mean, wow, this is just beautiful. Oh, look, I've got my orchids and my... Look at my bed. Oh, that feels nice. Oh, and look, there's my wardrobe. And just the fact to be able to just come into the room and not be squeezing through the small things and everything trying to get round. There's nothing in here that wouldn't want me to be sitting in here when I wake up in the morning and have a cup of tea.
The kitchen was disgustingly dirty and disorganised, with high levels of potentially dangerous bacteria. The counters were badly utilised and covered in out-of-date food, overflowing from the cupboards. Now the kitchen is gleaming from top to bottom. The counters are clear, the cooker is sparklingly clean, and the room has been transformed back into a fully functional space.
Oh, wow, look at my kitchen. Completely decluttered. Empty, but in a good way empty. Yeah, this is definitely going to make a massive difference. It's clean, it's healthy for me going forward, and hygienic. Look forward to opening this later.
Bindy's home has undergone a miraculous transformation. The living room is inviting, the kitchen is sparkly clean, the bathroom rejuvenated, and the bedroom reinvented. Having finally faced up to her old memories, Bindy now has a home to make new ones in. And ones she can share with her son, Jeevan.
Oh, cool. Yeah, looks good, looks nice. The room seems like twice as big as it was before.
He's popped round to check out Bindy's new home, and for the first brew in the flat since Richard and Brennan arrived 3 days ago.
This will be a nice, positive environment to live in. Really quite humbling, to be honest. Yeah, that's it, it looks much better now. Because before, things were just like building up and it was hard to find stuff. Yeah, it looks really good now. This will help my mum's self-esteem as well, and like, we'll say thank you to Richard and Brennan.
Hey! You okay?
I'm good, yeah. I don't know where to start.
I think you've had a tough few years. From what we have seen in 2-3 days is you have completely changed. Your confidence has come back, and it's been an absolute
delight to be able to see that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You've figured out just who I am with the way that you've set the room up, the stuff that how you've got it. So, yeah, you definitely hit.
You were still there. You know, you were still
Yeah.
a strong woman, but I think you were just holding on to things. You know, we spoke about it quite a lot. They're not who you are.
No.
I have personally loved being in your company, and all good things come to an end, and
Yeah.
this is the end for us, so we're going to go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Enjoy that lovely home.
I will do,
Seriously.
yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bindy. Another one done.
Absolutely.
What else you got in that briefcase?
Oh, my wages.
Moving forward, I can see myself now having friends over for dinner. My relationship with my son's going to be better, and it's going to be easier and it's going to be manageable for me to keep on top of it and to keep it like this. So, what do you think then?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Oh, did you make me a tea? Oh, yeah, good. It's lighter, it's airy, it's cosy as well. It's going to have a nice feel to it in the evenings. I feel positive, I feel excited, and I feel energised.